Welcome back to another video. Now today we're going to be talking about 4 more characters, right? We got them all lined up here. So let me just start with the inspiration for this whole series, right? Of course it's obvious. I was inspired by MatPat to not with the name, it's just like to go deeper with fiction. Just because it's fiction doesn't mean it doesn't matter, right? I mean, the things that make me think is ironically fiction. Ironically, fiction is the most thought-provoking thing I've ever heard, because fiction is technically isn't it a lie and a truth molded into one, right? Although it's not true, it tells things that are true, if that makes sense. Anyways, but that's just a theory, a character theory. Well, wouldn't that be a story theory? Anyways, Hairstyles. New character. I think this one is from the Harville universe. Yep. Correct. So again, I got this inspiration from Sindel from Mortal Kombat, right? And I just added the animatronic spin to her character. And of course, I gave her a new look. And I'm not sure what she would do. I mean, yeah, there's not a lot to talk about, is there? Yeah, there's nothing to talk about. I mean, they have long hair. They're an animatronic, so I mean, yeah, that's all they got. Maybe they'll become deeper they'll become deeper, right? Maybe there's a metaphor hiding within the long hair, right? The endless growth, the endless potential, right? That they have, but they can never touch upon. And I feel like we can all, yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so this might be a whole metaphor for how we have so much potential. Us kids have so much potential, but yet there's so much potential. It's just so overwhelming, right? It's overwhelming, and it feels like we ourselves and the options around us are just gutting at our own future, our own potential, right? That's why, I mean, a lot of us don't know what we want to do, because there's so much to do and so much we can do, but we choose to do nothing. But hey, that's just a theory, a character theory. I'm gonna say that every single day. I hope you know that, right? Anyways, Penzard. Again, in the same universe as Dr. Meritel Austenberg, as Jackie Milpurple, as Armor Rarely, as all the other purples and all the other rarelies. They all have families. It's complicated, all right? But I feel like we can all This guy is not even an animatronic. He's just a pencil. He's just a man with a pencil that can control reality. Now this sounds like something that someone would come after him for, and his inexperience might get him killed, right? But I don't want him to just go out just like that. No. We need to make him connect with us. We need to connect with him first. Right? So maybe the pencil really just is him. He feels like he is the pencil. He feels like he is the pencil because there's nothing left to talk about. There's nothing left to, when he thinks about himself, there's nothing to distinguish him from a regular person. So he holds this pencil with pride, and like once he finds it, he takes it and runs with this future. He runs with this purpose. And again, maybe he can meet with Hairstyles, right? Maybe he can, because he has this pencil that can warp reality, maybe he can just, I don't know, change Hairstyles into a human being. Because both of them have this sort of relatability on how so much potential can transform into nothing, right? Too much potential can be too much to handle, if that makes sense. Cop card. I hate myself for making that reference. Again, in the Harville universe, you can use an enhanced human that can use any card that has a character on it to summon that character, no matter how overpowered or made up it is. So basically, he's a card like John Constantine, which I love. I love that. And I'm surprised I haven't used that in a while. I probably have, but it's like, I can see this guy getting along with the life perfectors. So if you guys don't know, this is a pretty new concept, right? So we have this team that's trying to perfect life by any means necessary because they feel like life is worthless. So they're trying to make it have meaning again. Maybe he's the inspiration. Maybe he's not a part of the team per se. He's just not, but he is connected to the team and understands that life isn't strange, to say the least. It's a curse and a blessing. More of a curse, to be honest, but still a curse and a blessing. Anyways, Rappore's Misty. I really hate myself for making these names. At least we're going on to a new universe. So she is one of the sisters that got killed off by Patrad Wilbur, and she's able to turn people into this yellow water-like liquid. First of all, I don't know what to say. She dies automatically, right? I mean, they are just one of the many reasons why Blaze is so bent on revenge, and you just can't let Mr. Roper go go when he has done so much to him. He wants to do something to hit him back, if that makes sense. So, and maybe Rappore, I mean, I guess I could give him some sort of interesting deaths, right? Some deaths that can make them, that can symbolize a character. So, what if she's the one that drowned, right? She screamed for her brother's help as the water slowly rose from above. It poured in, and after a few minutes, Blaze had to watch all of this, by the way. He watched his sister drown, and he couldn't do a single thing about it. But she didn't automatically resort to screaming and yelling because she didn't want to depend on him anymore. She was tired of depending on her brother all the time, and she just hated that. She had to scream and for his help. She was stubborn though and tried to break through and do anything in her power, but in the end it was worthless. She died trying to get out by any means necessary, and she learned in such a little time that she couldn't do everything by herself. But hey, that's just a theory. A character theory. Thanks for watching.